Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday night live stream. How is everyone? Who have we got in the chat so far tonight? Oh, first on the mark, Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase. Here comes the puns. Tom, Houston Model Railway. Good evening, Tom. Smallwood Junction. How you doing, Paul? How are you keeping? And of course, the chat just jumps on me. Alan White. Good evening, Alan. How you doing? Yozer, good evening. Wolfsec Scenics PW, good evening. Fly Mode Chairman 1, good evening, sir. How you doing? Joshua W56 Gaming, good evening. Well, I hope I'm coming through loud and clear tonight. I had last week off. I was actually in Barcelona for a few days. Me and the missus had a nice weekend break. It was the first break we've had without any children in over 20 years. And we just enjoyed ourselves, just the two of us, walking along the beach and around Barcelona, having a great old time. So that's why I wasn't around last week. And then you may have seen a post on my community tab where I dropped into WW Scenics in Swansea. My brother-in-law recently, they had a baby boy called Ellis, so congratulations to them. And of course, on the way back from Barcelona, we flew into Bristol, hopped across the bridge into Wales, over to Llanelli near Swansea, where they're living, and went to see the new baby and spent a couple of days there. Popped into, as I said, WW Scenics, did buy a few things I'll show you in a minute. Well, you've seen the picture already on the community tab. And then I found that in Llanelli there was a little model shop, railway shop. So I went to that. Was it Holt or Volt? I'll have to look it up now. In Llanelli model shop. Went in there, did make a couple of purchases, so I'll show you those as well. Oh, Anthony's in the house. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Well, your daughter's just bought a house. Oh. You'll have to let me know whereabouts, Tom. If it's not a big place, Llanelli. Valerie, good evening. How you doing? Oh, Hot Dog Andy's in. Oh, hi, Hot Dog Andy. How you doing? How's things with you, sir? Yeah, so that's why I've been missing in action. I only got back on Wednesday, yesterday. So didn't get sunburnt. Very, very warm in Barcelona. Lots of riding around on the metro and trains to get about. So anyway, before I go any further, does anybody know, is Jason on tonight? As I watched his live last week, and I'm sure he said this week would be his last one for a while. He's taking a break, but I haven't seen anything posted, so I don't know whether something's happened or what. Yeah. Anyone else popped in? President XD Locomotive Shed, good evening. Brian Madden, how you doing, sir? Llanelli was the last hotel I booked before the lockdown happened in 2020. Only went there because Travelodge were refunding at the time. Right, what did I buy? Well, anytime I go to WW Scenics, always get a bottle of layering spray. Because I had a checked bag, so I was able to put this in the suitcase and bring it back. I got some small packets of flock. I got black, and brown. For a little idea I've got, I'm going to test out. So there'll be a video out on that in the next couple of weeks. See what I'm doing. And then I got this. I'll take it out of the box and have a look at it in a minute. And when I came out of the shop, my missus was in the car and there was a couple of expletives. You haven't got another beep beep static grass applicator, have you? I said, no. But then, of course, you've seen the post. So let's take that out of the box and have a look at it. So there it is. It's got two attachments. Larger one, one smaller one. I really wanted the smaller one because I find with the big one, if you want to get in somewhere small, obviously you need the small one because the big one is too big and covers and doesn't get in like the edge of a platform or that sort of thing. So that's why I wanted to get that one. So I will be doing a video on static grass and all the WWS products because I think I've bought them all now in the next couple of weeks because I have obviously a lot of work to do on the layout for the model railway shop because I said I'd have that ready by the end of summer. We're in September now. The Enniskillen show is on not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I'm going to pile all my effort into that this weekend, try and get as much of it done so I can get it to the shop. So they might have it there for the show. So I say there'll be a video on this coming up in the next couple of weeks. Put that to one side. And of course, I went into that model shop in Llanelli. He had quite a decent lot of secondhand stuff in there. And I bought some more Mark III carriages. Paid a little bit more than I wanted to for them. We see them in pretty mint condition. So I got 5 of them. One of them here has still got the plastic sealed around it. I don't think this one's actually ever been out of the box. So it's still sealed. And it's got all the different types of coupling in it as well. So we'll open one up now and have a look at it. And it's got that musty smell to the boxes, you know, where something's been in storage for a while. Let me just check the comments. Go back. Hi, Robert. How are you doing? Yes, I was on anybody who's in Ireland, or even if you look up the RTE player, I don't think it's geo-locked nationwide. They done a video on Donegal Town, a show on Donegal Town, because it's the 550th anniversary of the founding of the town. And I had a small part in it, showing people around the museum and giving the history of the railways. So if you could check that out. Nothing mentioned from recent. Yeah, I was just wondering, because usually he has it set up a couple of days beforehand, and then I put it on my stream to link it, so when I finish, it goes across to him, but I haven't seen it yet. Just don't get interviewed by Stephen Nolan. Willow Creek Industrial Spur. Good evening. How you doing, sir? That's a new name. I haven't recognized that before. Or is that somebody who's changed their name? Brad, is it? Brad at Willow Creek. I'll try and remember that. As people will tell you, I am absolutely terrible with names. Was that Scatter Deer? I can't say because I don't know, because I bought all those items and I just handed over my credit card. So I didn't get an individual price because I only wanted a little bit to test what I was doing. So he was able to sort some out. Give me 2 little baggies of flock. But the scatter isn't usually too dear, Valerie. Oh, Christopher's in the house. Christopher Hobby Vlog. How you doing, Christopher? Kieran's in the house. J94. Good evening. Oh, Trevor's in as well. How you doing, Trevor? Oh, there's the man himself, Jason. Are you on tonight, Jason? If you are, what time? Yeah, Jason, I was looking for your stream to link it into mine, so when I finish it kicks over to you, but I couldn't find it, and I was wondering what was going on. So if you set that up, I'll quickly edit mine and stick it on, so it'll kick everybody over to you when I'm done. So usual old trains running around. I might actually swap a few out in a moment. So we've got the Class 181 Irish Rail, the A-Class Irish Rail going around, the Phoenix Operation Group, or the Rail Operations Group 37 going around, and EWS 37 going around. And then on the other layout, we've got the Class 57 pulling nuclear flasks and 37 pulling car transporters. And you will see this one keeps stopping on here. I haven't done any permanent wiring on here yet, so it seems to get stuck on the double slip there where I haven't actually wired it in. Willow Creek Industrial Sport, I see your message there. YouTube's automatically hit it, but yes, one of my mods will share your channel. We'll do that for you, no problem. I hope your mum's doing all right, Jason. Anyway, let's take this out of the box and have a closer look at it, because I didn't do it when I was in the shop. So let's say one of these is still sealed in the original plastic, so it's never been out. So we've got different types of coupling on here. So we got traditional drop link on there. And then on the end here, we got, what's that? That hook type. Something like that. All these will be changed anyway. And I got some spare other ones here. These are like the European drop link ones. But yeah, it's a fairly decent car. It's got metal wheels on it. Like, it's not massive detail. Like, I'm buying loads of these because I'm going to paint them up in Irish colors. I think actually I've got too many of these now, and you just need to stop buying them when I see them. But I tell you what, let's put it on the end of this train that's stopped and just see how it runs. Oh. Of course, I derailed it while I was doing that, didn't I? That's got quite a chunky drop link, D-link coupling on it. I've got a feeling that will come apart. There we go. Simon and Flymo have shared your channel there, Brad. So get over there, click the link, subscribe, watch a few of his videos. He's doing well. Has a blood clot in her. Oh, nasty. I hope they're sorting that out, getting blood thinners or whatever they do now to get rid of a clot. Good evening, Mark. Glad you enjoyed Barcelona. I was there in July. Caught the train down to Madrid. Wasn't impressed with Madrid. All right. I actually really like Barcelona. Apart from it being 30-degree heat and me being a Donegal man, anything over 20 degrees and I melt. Went around the Gothic area, which has got narrow streets, so the sun didn't get down there, so you weren't being, beaten by the hot sun. I really enjoyed it. It's all about spending time with the missus and having a couple of meals out and just relaxing and having breakfast on the beach and having a look at a few different things. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Didn't get into the big cathedral because when we got there, it was booked out for days. So we had to walk around the outside, but we couldn't get in. We went on the cable car up to the fort on the hill. That was good fun. My missus didn't think so, but I thought it was good fun. Well, it's Timber Siffin. Hi, Timbers. How you doing? Did Mark just say he had too many? No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. You misheard. RGJ Trains, Rob and Grace, good evening, guys. How you doing? I was actually in your stream on Saturday for about 5 minutes. I was in Barcelona, and I just popped in for 5 minutes. Didn't say anything, just popped in to give it a like. How's everyone keeping warm, I hope? If not, I can send Grace trying to start a fire. Right, let's have a little. Tonight I am on the Aldi Red Lemonade. Oh, excuse me. I think this 181, I think the wheels need a good clean on it. Because it seems to be stuttering a lot, so it's probably picked up a bit of dirt. What did I think of the tapas? I didn't actually have any tapas when I was there. We arrived on the Thursday, and of course we'd had to leave Dublin, Donegal, to get down to Dublin at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was a long day. So by the time we got to the hotel, there was a McDonald's around the corner. We went around and had a McDonald's just for convenience. Did have a beer with the McDonald's because on the continent you can get beer in McDonald's. And then the following day, because it was so hot, and when it's hot like that, I'm just drinking all the time water. But yeah, all we had was a few paninis and that sort of thing to keep going. Didn't actually go for a sit down. Well, we did have a meal on the beach on Saturday evening and ended up having a burger. And to be honest, it was one of the best burgers I've had in a long time. It was really, really nice. I prefer brown lemonade myself. But I like that black lemonade with the white top usually. So going to Staffordshire on both days. Nearly had to ditch Saturday as the new station will be opening on the 20th of September. Ashley Downs will be opening then. Is that Ashley Downs in Bristol? Because I've seen there's a new station opening up in Bristol, but I didn't actually see which station it was. Somebody call 911, fires on the dance floor. Yeah, it's definitely coming into modelling weather. Oh, Clive's in the house, Newland Railway. How are you doing, Clive? I'm addicted to. See, I'm not a big drinker alcohol-wise, so the only beer I had when I was in Spain was that one I had in McDonald's. I know Irishman doesn't drink much, but yeah. I did share the fire. See, I've missed something now with this fire. Who set fire to what? What's happened? Yes, Ashley down in Bristol, yeah. My favorite lemonade too, the white top stuff. It's not alcohol, it's a cold, refreshing drink. Grace set fire on a live stream to a cloth. Oh dear. Grace is a danger. Right, now where did I put my... I do have a video out tomorrow. It's actually on working DC because somebody put a comment on one of my videos about how exactly you get trains to cross. So I thought I'd do a little video on that. So that's actually going out tomorrow at 4:45, which is why I'm looking for my track rubber, because I had it. I've started using this. This is the new track rubber from Gauge Master. It's the soft one. So it doesn't, it's not as abrasive as the other one. And it doesn't seem to leave as much mess behind either. And of course, now I've grabbed it and found it. It's not stopping where it was stopping earlier on, but I'm still going to give it a little bit of a rub. Because obviously I haven't been in here for 2 weeks. No, there is actually dirt on the double slip. Where does this dirt come from? Don't rub too hard. It might start a fire. Right? Don't, Rob, Grace, don't start with the innuendos, all right? I'm not rubbing anything apart from my track. March West Junction, good evening. How you doing? Everyone picks on me, so I'm going to make a major play of Grace getting picked on. I didn't mean that, you dirty-minded Irish. Or the soldering iron. Yes, less said about the soldering iron, the better. I got scars all over my hands from the soldering iron. I don't tend to burn myself when I'm soldering on a live stream as well. All right, let's take the 181 off. Have a look at the wheels. They are a bit dirty. Let's see if I've got stuff handy to give them a clean. I've got some surgical spirit. I've got some cotton wool buds. And I've got a little tub. So I'll just give the wheels a bit of a clean. With this model is it's so delicate with the railings on it. There's a little bit of dirt on there. There's actually a good bit of dirt on there. Don't forget, it's like when you're washing yourself, don't forget to clean behind the ears, which is behind the wheels, because that's where the pickups pick up the current from. I'm not rubbing this too hard, am I, Rob and Grace? Just sort of gentle strokes. You want to make it, nice and wet with the alcohol there. If he ain't burning himself, he's flocking sheep. Stream nice it up, right? It's the Welsh with the sheep. You bleeding tart. What the tractor you need to pop up? That will burn. Oh, is Raymond in the house? Do you know what? Let's show all messages. Hi Raymond, how you doing? Anyone else pop in that I didn't see? Hello, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to share it. Hit that like button. And subscribe if you're new here. And if you're there lurking in the background, you got any questions, just pop them in the chat. Right, I'm just going to just put it on the truck. Ooh. Just to turn the wheels a little bit so so they're cleaned all the way around. Ooh, actually, there's a big lump of dirt on that one. Look at that. So they were quite dirty, those wheels, so that probably wouldn't have helped. Yeah, look at the black coming off of that. Right, there we go. Let's put it back on the track. Right, let's see how it goes now. That's 4 buds I used on that. Right, back to the chat. I was actually right beside the Scarlet Stadium last Sunday and Monday, Brian. I was trying to take a picture of it, but she wouldn't slow down while she was driving. Robert Gowan, good evening. Don't blame Archie coming into the stream. Going south this time marks start of the innuendo. You're the one who said it, guys. You're the one who's on about rubbing things. I'm just this innocent Irish lad here, just trying to play with some trains, and I got these mad Welsh people coming in, giving me a hard time. Your video from your days out channel got shown on Jenny Kirk's. Oh, did it? Yeah, because I sent it in last week. Well, that's good because I've picked up a few more subscribers on that. It's not. Sorry, I'm just adding. Sorry, I can't talk and do things at the same time. I'm heading into my back of my live, going to the customization and redirect. Search videos from other channels. Bus. Oh, I clicked in. So help if I could spell. There we are. Right, the redirect set up now. So when the stream finishes, it'll kick straight over to Jason. I presume Jason's going at 8:30 as usual. Yep. Because I said here comes puns and realized it was the wrong live stream. Well, what did Raymond? I missed that. Enjoying my newly repaired but noisy Lima E40. Oh, very nice. You're quite on holiday for 2 weeks and the layout goes to pot. It wasn't even 2 weeks I was away. It was just flew out Thursday morning to Barcelona. Sunday morning flew to Bristol. And then Tuesday night flew back to Dublin, back here Wednesday. Yeah, and it's funny how some locos pick up the grime as well. And remember on my layout I had in, not the last house, the house before that, there was one bit of track that always tarnished and got dirty every week, and it had to be cleaned every week. And it was just one piece of track, and it wasn't there was something in the corner because there was other bits of track there, and it was just one, and it just tarnished. Don't understand why, but I've noticed that 181 that I have to clean the wheels on it quite regularly. It just seems to pick up a lot of dirt. Strange. And there's also bits of track that have bits of black dirt on it, and you're like, where does that come from? Because there's no building or anything going on in here that would get it. It's not very dusty. And like if it was dust, it would be on all the tracks, not just one of them. Oh, Willow Creek Industrial Spur may do a live stream later, New Zealand time. Well, make sure everyone's subscribed to Willow Creek. It's getting to a point where we have to consider moving the locos back inside. 8 degrees tomorrow night. Yeah, I never had any problems because my layout was out in a shed. Now, it was a breeze block built shed, and I did insulate the roof space, and there was a partition wall on one side, and I insulated that, so it kept it fairly warm. I never had any trouble with my locos. I had a little blow heater out there that when I was out there operating, I'd just switch that on and it would heat the place up in sort of 10, 15 minutes because it wasn't a big space. But I never had any issues with damp or anything with affecting my locos. Yeah, that I would have done more that day when I was in Cavan and Leitrim, but unfortunately, while I was there, this elderly lady, she was 93, fell over, and she bashed her knee. So I was actually helping her administering first aid for about an hour until the paramedics came along, and then they took her away to hospital because they weren't happy with her blood pressure and that. She's actually turning 94 today, because 12th of September. So I doubt if she's watching or even knows who I am, but happy birthday. It's supposed to be 3 degrees tonight. The weather also knows I've just had a haircut. So, auto showcase. No idea what you're talking about. Our streams are totally politically correct, non-offensive, and all talking about trains. Uh-huh. Is your nose getting longer? The camera makes your coaches look even longer. Maura Curran. Good evening, Maura. How are you doing? Actually, sounded better. Oh, it's your daughter's wedding next week, is it, Flymo? Showers and early nights for me this weekend. Oh. Super Tards, good evening. How you doing? Any new goodies? I just showed a few things. I suppose if anybody who's joined, I'll show you what I got over the weekend. Going around behind, let me just wait for this train now that I was just passing. The last coach on this train. It's a Mark III in the blue livery. I picked up 5 of those secondhand from a shop in Llanelli. That's this one here, which the other train is now blocking. But so I got 5 of them. I also went to WWS in Swansea. Got a couple of bags of flock that I'm going to experiment with something. Some scenic spray, which I always pick up when I'm traveling over the water to the mainland, as we say here in Ireland. Are you going to the mainland? That over there. And then I got, which I put down somewhere, another static glass applicator, the small detailing one, 2 ends. So there will be a video coming up on this in a couple of weeks where I'm going to use this, the large one, the plate one for making tufts and trees and that sort of thing. So you'll see all the WWS static grass applicators. And there's a good chance, well, I won't be doing it live, so if I do zap myself, it'll be edited out. Our usual reason is not eating properly that morning or night before. Sorry, my order's laid out for each. She's missing nothing. Yeah. Jay Vaughn, good evening. The orange locos are Irish Rail. They would have been, they were painted orange from the 70s, 80s, 90s. And then it was in the sort of mid 90s, it changed over to a new livery. So you have this one here, which is an A-class by Irish Railway Models. And the other orange one is a 181 class by Murphy's Models, produced by Bachmann. Yeah, that's the reason I got it for the tight spots, because I find that with the big one, it makes it such a mess and it doesn't get the grasp where you want it. If you're up against the edge of something like a platform or a wall or something. Coward, you have to leave it in. Did pick up a Hugh Doherty book at Goodix Rail Ramble around Ireland, July 1969. Is that the same Hugh Doherty that done the Swilly books that we done a talk with? So anybody who doesn't know, on my locals here, I run a DCC layout. Some of them do have sound, which I'll switch on the sound. I'm not sure how it will come out. Which one has sound? The 42 does. 48. I find when you have all the sound on, it gets a little bit noisy. Trevor only got 2 A3 related items this week. I see a set of Mark III carriages in Brian's shop there. Yeah, I think there is, but I think they're the Hornby Mark IIIs, which are shorter, I think. Somebody put up the link to Brian's shop there so people can go and check it out. Is any of that sound from the locos coming through? The noisiest, or sorry, the loudest would be the 37. Went A4. Oh, right, okay. There we go. Train set shop. Markland just announced new variation of the Flying Scotsman, W250's black version. Why is that stopped? Will you be getting it, Anthony? Oh, it's 8:15 already. Where's the time go? So yeah, what I'm concentrating on now is in fact, let's take the roving camera over. So bear with me a minute, guys. I'm just going to move this. Well, I can't put it there. I'll tell you what. I'll just go into the layout. And we can see what I'm doing on this one. So you can see I've started the hillside there. So there's going to be a little hillside here, obviously. That's almost dry, just done it earlier on. Let that dry overnight. And hopefully the weekend, I can start doing the static grassing on it. So it's going to be, cut some little platforms just to put in here. I've got some of the old Hornby engine sheds and good sheds to put on the sidings either end. A couple of signal boxes either end. I've got the lights on. I've knocked that today, so I have to glue that back in place. Yeah, actually, I should be able to plug this. Actually, no, I won't, because I've had water over this today, and needs a good cleaning because there's plaster on it, so I won't switch it on. But I'll move the camera over to here. So I still have to work on this layout, as well as build the other layout, finish this one for the model shop. I've still got work to do on the layouts that are in the railway centre. Howard Brumford. Good evening, Howard. How are you doing? Now, I have the museum version. That is enough. I will wait to see if they do a mallard, as the rumor mill is full force about it. Oh. Where does the time go? Same places of money. It's a mystery. Oh, I know exactly where my money's gone, and most of it's going around the track at the moment. No smoke without fire, Anthony. Sorry, Rob. Oh, so it's the same Hugh who done the talk about the soil. Yeah, okay. Everything still seems to be running. We see now it's getting dark outside. What time are we? 8:15. I'll swing that around. You should be able to just see the sun setting behind the hills over there. Anybody who is in Ireland or Northern Ireland, the Enniskillen show is on Saturday week, the 21st, I think it is. So obviously not this weekend, the weekend after. I'm going to be going to that. So I'm looking forward to that. As I say, I'm trying to hit every show on the island of Ireland this year. The actual last show, which is a small show that First Bangor put on in Bangor, Northern Ireland, I'm actually going to be taking my Christmas layout to that to put on display. So that'll be on show there. I haven't shown at a show for ages, so it should fit in my car. I hope it does. Or it could be a bother. Only 102 days to Christmas. Yeah, thanks for that, Tom. We're having that nightmare discussion at the moment. My missus going, any ideas what to get people for Christmas? And we're like, no. To be fair, my kids are all older now, so usually they just want money, which, you always want something to open Christmas Day. The youngest is 10, so not sure what to get him yet. Yeah, well, come over, Simon. Maybe I would say the biggest shows in Ireland are the one that's in Dublin, and that's always in October. The last Monday in October is a bank holiday in Ireland, so it's usually on that bank holiday weekend. And then the next biggest show is probably the Bangor show that's on around just before Easter. The one in August with Methody, that's quite big. And the other Bangor show at around beginning of May, I think that is. That's a decent size. And then you have the one in Wexford as well, around the end of May. And of course, the Railway Museum, we're putting on a show end of February next year, which I'm trying to organize, which I realize what a nightmare it is trying to organize these things. Get him a train set, of course, and you can test it for him. There was a year I did do that. There was a James train set, Thomas James. So I got that for my missus. Got my daughter a Hornby one. Got another daughter a Percy one. Got the individual locos, Bill and Ben and Emily and Gordon for the other guys. So they all had a Thomas train, which I then tested for them. I even bought my nephews, Henry and, oh, what's the other blue one? Henry's green, isn't he? What's the other blue one? Edward. Yeah, check out my Facebook page. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the stream and subscribe if you're new here. Any questions? We're down to the last 9 minutes now, so any questions, pop them in the chat. I'll try and answer them. There's a swap and meet in Cork on the 2nd December. Great place to pick up bargains. Layouts on display also. Ooh. You know, you couldn't get much further away from Donegal than Cork. Is it in Cork City, Maura? I was going to get the happy couple of train set too. Maybe not. Okay, Joshua, take care. Catch you again. Just say Christmas, my true love gave to me. Yeah, it's a nice view. When it's a nice clear night like this, usually it's cloudy, the rain is hitting you in the face. But when you have a nice evening like this, it is nice. Ballincollig. I know Ballincollig because I used to do my flying training down in Cork, and that was one of the visual points for coming into the Cork airport. Luxury mark. I'm actually opposite to Cork. Yeah, but you've probably got better roads to get down to Cork because you can go straight down the M1 to Dublin and then the M8 around the M50, M8 to Cork. So you could probably do it a lot quicker than I could from Donegal. Because if I travel down, I've either got to go down. Saying that, they have now got motorway from Tuam down to past Limerick. Because I used to travel down to Cork by going down through the centre of the country. It was all what you would term in the UK as B roads, but there was less traffic on it. Yeah, it is getting colder in the evenings now. So, yeah, although we haven't actually put the heating on yet. May light the fire for an hour or two in the evening. New car battery season. Hot days and cool nights. What's it? Is it Ohio, the state you're in? Anthony? Toledo, Ohio, isn't it? If I pronounced that right. Yeah, the nights are drawn in here. So it's modeling season, guys. It's modeling season. Time to get up in your attics or out your sheds or wherever you're doing your modeling. Get yourself a hot water bottle, Trevor. Yeah, that's the All Ireland Rail Review, which, you know, our happy politicians looking fat and stupid outside the door, all proud of themselves. Look what we've come up with. This is great. And I just looked at it and went, oh, so you're putting back what you ripped up 60, 70 years ago. Well done, guys. Yeah. Gumbo, how you doing? The sweet spot where we neither freeze nor bake. Yeah, the plans for the All Ireland Rail Review, but they're looking at it as where they think populations are going to be, what they're going to need. But my argument, it's infrastructure. It needs to be built. Build it now, so the industry and housing can build up around it. Because there's no point in letting something develop and then go, oh, we need transport links. We need infrastructure. Because at the same time they're building these railways, alongside the railways, they can run fiber optics or telecoms. They can run power cables for the national grid. They could run gas pipelines for piping gas around the country. So they could do all that at the same time. But, you know, that would be joint up thinking. You know, nobody does that. Oh, yeah, for all non-Irish there, Brian's there, put it there, 335,000 for a bike shed at the Dáil, which is our Parliament building in Dublin. 335,000, and I think all it can hold is about 20 bikes. Cup 448, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. I'll be finishing up now in about 3 minutes. 140 a day in travel expenses. Oh yeah, there was that politician, wasn't there, who put, even though he was living in Dublin, he put his home address down as his mum's address or something down in Kerry or Cork and was claiming travel expenses from there. Anyway, that's our politicians. Know that the same crack goes on in the UK, and I'm sure the same stuff goes on in the States as well. It's just whenever you talk to a politician, you want to go and have a shower afterwards. Who pays that much for a bike shed? We do, the taxpayers of Ireland. That's who paid for it. But even that report, the railways, it's all kicked down the can. This is plans for 2035, 2040 to the 2050s. So, you know, it's probably never going to happen. It's the same the whole world over. Yeah. I know what I'm going to kick off next week with. Right, I've got 2 minutes to go there. The stream will be ending, and it will kick you over to Jason's stream, where he'll entertain us for the next hour, 2 hours, something like that. So I'll be back next Thursday, usual time. I think this is Jason's last week. So if he's not on next week, I'll continue on probably to about 9 o'clock. So video out tomorrow. Channel members have already seen it, but a video out tomorrow on DC operations. It's just somebody asked me about it, and I thought, well, it's easier to make a video to show somebody than to write a big long essay on how to do it. So don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and subscribe if you're new here. If you got any questions or anything, you can always pop them in one of my videos or whatever, and I'll see it. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to end the stream there, and it will kick you over to Jason. So I'm sure I'll see some of you over in Jason's there. So take care, everyone, and keep on modeling.